I am Pastor Mac, and we are here getting ready for a great event that's going to happen right here at the City of Praise Church. We have a Mother's Day luncheon, and it is called She's a Lady. And we have two special guests with us on today. To my left, we have none other than Millennium Sound Records artist Jamika. She's here. She's going to be talking a little bit. We just having some fun today. And then to my right, we have the director of the Daughters of the King, First Lady McClellan. And we just want to talk a little bit about, we're not going to be here a whole long time. We're just going to get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let's talk a little bit about the seventh. But first of all, who is DOTK and how can a person be part of DOTK?
DOTK really stands for Daughters of the King. It is a women's fellowship group. It is an open fellowship group. This is what I love about it. It's an open fellowship group to where anyone across the world can be a part of Daughters of the King. It's a standard that we want to women to know that they are truly daughters of the King. They are valuable. They are important. They are royalty. So again, it's an open fellowship group. Anyone can be a part. Part of our mission is if you know your purpose or if you don't know your purpose, you can still be a part of Daughters of the King.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, let me say this. I know you said a fellowship group, so you have women from what, New York, California?
Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, right here in Illinois, all over. So anyone can be a part.
Man, I'm telling you this. I'm excited about May the 7th because if you done seen the flyer on Facebook, it's talking about health, beauty. Then I'm excited because DNK Management, we're sponsoring it, and then Millennium Sound Records have I call her the Jill Scott of gospel. Y'all know Pastor Mac. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She's new to the record label. She has been doing an awesome job. I want to talk to you a little bit about how signing with this label, how has it changed, the whole trajectory of your career?
I think the first thing I would say is I'm learning a lot. There's a lot that I was not aware of the music industry that is now it's coming to light. And then two, I would say I'm loving the interaction that I'm getting with new people. I've gotten new people who are following me on Facebook, opportunities to meet different radio personalities and get interviews in, which was not something that was happening when I was trying to do things on my own. So most definitely loving just getting to know the music industry and finally feeling immersed in it, if that makes sense.
So let me say this. If y'all just hear the voice, the voice is just like, I remember the first time I heard you. I heard you and I'm sitting in the back. I'm like, I got to have her on my record label. That was just going through my mind. I got to have her on my record label. You came, it was a standard concert. First time we ever met you. The professionalism, even from the sound check, waiting for your turn. And then you went, got dressed, and you came back. And I'm like, wow. I said, and then when you got on stage, it's just the whole presentation. And I heard something. I just heard something. I was like, man, people need to hear this young lady, Jamika. And I think it was Messenger Coleman, Arlene Coleman. Shout out to Arlene Coleman. I'm giving you your props. She's like, I said, call her, fine. I think Ella G, I call her Ella G, y'all call her Mama Hazel. I call her Ella G. She the one got you to come do the concert. And between all of that connection, we were able to sign you. But I want to go back to how did you start singing and ministering? When did it happen and how did it happen?
So singing started at an early age. I would say once I actually started going to public school, so maybe first or second grade, and then I found an interest in like um, different musical theater and opportunities like that. And of course, I was in choir classes, and so that's kind of when I first found my first love. And then ministry of itself, I kind of just grew into that. I am a PK,
Yes.
so I've been singing at my dad's church for forever. I would say my first solo might have been when I was 6 or 7. And then from there, I became a choir director. Well, I got in the choir, then became a choir director. Then I started helping out in praise and worship. Then I became a praise and worship leader. And it just kind of kept growing from there.
I tell you this, I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I just cannot wait until the 7th, till people, women, and then maybe some men get a chance to really experience your singing ministry. But I have this question: what message, or do you hope to see during your, people call it a performance, but your time of ministering on May the 7th? What do you want people to really take away from your time of ministering?
The thought process that I had in regards to the luncheon was to kind of just do like a cafe session, to really give people an opportunity to get to know me, and understand how the songs on my album are a part of my life and what parts of my life actually influence the different songs. So it'll be maybe a little bit of storytelling and a little bit of music at the same time. But I guess the biggest thing, especially with the theme being empowering women, is my music most definitely is just one to let people know that they're not alone, that the things that they go through, they're not the only ones, and that when they can find that safe space, to most definitely utilize it and don't hold on to those things inside. And just know that God still loves you, and there's nothing that you can do that's so bad that He'll stop loving you, and that you can bounce back. So,
Let me say, between what you just said and what you have been through, I'm like this. I think May the 7th, I don't know. Y'all saying the luncheon, but by the time you get done, by the time Lady Linda get done, who's hosting it, and we know anybody around Decatur, Central Illinois, Champaign, know, man, she's going to keep it live. She's going to keep it exciting. And then with you being the musical guest, woo, I am so ready. I'm ready. I wish it was tomorrow. But we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait. But I want to say this. I say what you went through. You're returning back to the pulpit the next day, May the 8th. You have been through, let's tell, some of the people might not know the journey, what you've been through. It all happened during the pandemic. Go ahead.
Right in the middle or the beginning of the pandemic, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer, actually in February. Of course, a shocking diagnosis, something that you hear about and you read about and never think it can happen to you. But it did. Was diagnosed. They found a large mass on my cervix. Went through chemotherapy, went through radiation, had 4 procedures, lost over 35 pounds. Some people say I don't know where, because I didn't really have it to lose, but I lost it. And just really my health was failing at that moment. But here's one thing, I knew that it was all God, because most people on chemo lose their hair.
Yes.
Here's one prayer I had. I said, God, don't let me lose my hair. And on chemo, y'all, I'm shaking it, because my hair grew while I was on chemotherapy.
I'm a witness.
It grew
I'm a witness.
while I was on chemo. So I knew it was God, and I knew that God was going to bring me out. And this, think about Daughters of the King, a sisterhood and women that, when you said you're not alone, that letting women know that you're not alone, even when you're going through, the sisterhood, the people that surrounded me in prayer, that covered me in prayer while I was going through it, is amazing. It wasn't just here in Illinois. I had people all over praying. And on April the 27th, 2021, it's a day that I will forever remember, because I was released from the office. They told me they didn't have to see me anymore, and I am cancer free. Not just, people say remission, I don't even call it remission. I am cancer free. I am not just healed, but I am made whole. 35 plus pounds and came back.
Jesus.
And I know that God is a miracle working God.
Wow. So I mean, when you said that, because you said you didn't, I remember sitting in there and they were saying that's one of the things, you're going to lose your hair and all of that. And I was just sitting there. And I just really had this look, just a blank look on my face. But when you preach about the miracle worker, you know, when you preach about the miracle worker, you have experienced the miracle worker. And the blank look was like, I was not in shock. It was just like, I know, I was just trusting that God was going to do what he said he was going to do. Because there's things that God has spoke in our life that we have not completed yet. So that's why I tell people all the time, this now, I'll say this to men about being a praying man, a man of faith, leading your household, being the head of your household, and really walking in faith. Let me say this. I'm excited. Jamika, I'm so excited that you are here with us. I'm glad you're here. We got fellowship. We're going to be fellowship. It's going to be some health tips.
Yes,
we got who doing health?
Health is going to be nurse practitioner Crystal Wheeler. As a matter of fact, she was my educator at the cancer care office, so she is very well versed in health and knowing what we need as women, how we need to help take care of ourselves. So she is going to be our instructor for that day.
Okay, and you got beauty information.
Yes, the beauty information is coming from makeup artist Alicia Thomas. She is amazing. She's wonderful. And not just the makeup side, but even how to take care of your skin. So we're going to be empowered all the way around on May 7th, and here in Jamaica is going to be really the icing on the cake. So it's going to be a great day. You do not want to miss it.
Yes. You do not want to miss the gospel version of Jill Scott. I'm telling y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited. I know some people tripping. I know, but just the atmosphere, and I shared with my wife. I said, listen, when we do it, don't do preaching. Yes, do empowerment. Yes, do empowerment from different angles of life. And she was like, yeah, let's do that. So what we're doing is we're doing first time ever. We're flipping our sanctuary, and we're making it a luncheon sanctuary. I guess that's what it is. It's going to be room to shout. It's going to be room to run. It's going to be room to cry. Because trust me, with all of this going on between what you got to say, what First Lady Linda has to say, what Jamika is going to be saying, and y'all know me, when you get a preacher a mic, we don't know how this thing going to go. So we're just going to enjoy ourselves on May the 7th. Now, tell them ticket price, and I know tickets probably you better hurry up and get them, right?
They need to hurry up and get them. They've all been distributed. So if you do want a ticket, I will tell you, contact me personally. I will make sure I get a ticket for you, but they have all been dispersed out. We don't have any, I would say, here right now on hand, but if you want to come, contact us, and we'll make sure that we get you a ticket.
And then we're going to have something special going on, and I know Jamika is going to have product, so people going to get a chance to really hear her, love on her, be able to talk with her, take pictures with her. One thing about Millennium Sound artists, we make a big deal out of our artists. We make a big deal. We don't need red carpet. We don't need the Stellas. We don't need the Grammys. We do this every day. FISA been working. LaFisa works, don't you? And listen, I'm going to put this shot out there. I tell anybody, I say, I think we got one of the best radio marketing promoter in LaFisa Taylor. And I tell you, I remember when she didn't know nothing. To where she at now, That's my girl. That's my girl. Shout out to LaFisa. And y'all see how this studio, that's LaFisa, my daughter, and Tony. We thank God, my daughter who does our media back there, and we thank God for Tony Snipes. Any last thing that one of y'all want to put out there before we close it out?
Just make sure when you come, it's going to be a very relaxed atmosphere. I think, as Overseer said, with all that we have going on, you're not going to feel out of place. You're not going to feel any kind of, just, we're coming as sisters, we're coming as family, and just to have fun, to enjoy each other, and again, be empowered, and it's just going to be a great day. So get your tickets, come. We want to see you.
All right. You got anything?
I'm just excited to meet everybody and looking forward to next week. So.
Now, don't forget, you can get her product. Her product is on all digital platforms. Jamika. Just type up Jamika, and you, Jamika. I want to make sure I got that right. I'll be a bad boss, misspelling my artist. But like I said, if you having trouble do that, you can call 217-330-7549. We can walk you through the process. And we found out there's some people now, we find out that hard copy CDs are making a comeback. So we've been having people want hard copies. If you want the physical copy, call the office and we will make sure you get the CD. And if you buy the CD in advance, bring it so she can sign it. Get that autograph, all right? Because when she be walking down that red carpet for the Stellas and the Grammys, all right, I'm at the charge it. No, I'm joking. But listen, I'm Pastor Mac. This is Jamika. Y'all get ready to hear. And this is the world's greatest First Lady, Tonyua McClellan. Y'all give it up for her. I'm Pastor Mac. We love y'all. And don't forget, May the 7th at 11 o'clock. Tickets are $20. Call 217-428-8988. The event is sponsored by Den-K Management Group. But we thank God for the Daughters of the King for the great work they're doing. Listen, love God, love yourself, love each other. God bless you.